Once again, a business trip to Helsinki, and I was speaking there, and my hotel and the conference center is right by the harbor, and the harbor is very beautiful. It's a little breezy, at least the time I was there. We were fortunate again this summer. We had daylight for, I guess, 24 hours. Boats coming in, very, very picturesque. We also took a day trip and went north to a former capital of Finland where there are nice castles and things. And then there's a beautiful Lutheran cathedral there, short walk from the harbor, very nice for pictures. An old town, some nice places for restaurants and shopping. And then from the Helsinki harbor, we took a ferry across the Baltic, the Gulf of Finland, to get to Tallinn, Estonia. And there were 3 or 4 of us from the conference who went, and I didn't know very much about Estonia, Tallinn. So we docked wherever the ferry docked, is about where the cruise ships dock, and walked into the old town. And it was terrific. Cobblestone streets. They have recreated the outside, the facades of the houses. When I was there, looked like they had been painted that morning. Not only painted like tan or blue or something, but where there were frescoes or decorations, they almost sparkled. They were so clean. And then we walked into the old town, through the old town, to the square, the traditional European square, and sat there and had a lovely lunch. It was just absolutely terrific. And couldn't wait to get out again. There was an upper town and a lower town. And we couldn't wait for lunch to finish, really, and get back out into the little side streets. We didn't know where we were going, but we all had our cameras and just wanted to get into these little streets and take pictures of the houses, the shops, churches, that sort of thing. So Tallinn, be sure you have your cameras with you. And then St. Petersburg. I've devoted 35 minutes on a DVD to St. Petersburg. So on the first page of my website, the first 9.5 minutes of that DVD are there on St. Petersburg, where you'll hear me rave about it because I love St. Petersburg. It's a beautiful city. In St. Petersburg, of course, the things to see are the Hermitage, some people pronounce it, the former winter palace of Peter the Great, Catherine the Great, her palace about a dozen miles out of town, in Pushkin, lovely blue facade, gorgeous inside. Peterhof was the summer home of Peter the Great. Gorgeous gold, white outside, gold inside. The Cathedral of Peter and Paul, where Catherine the Great, Peter the Great are buried. Lovely canals, lovely buildings around there. It's called the Venice of the North, which might suggest it's a pretty place. It's a pretty place.